less than 2 weeks from now, we'll be out at the Warrior facility on Monday, October 2nd for training camp. That's in less than 2 weeks.
D. Howard.
Things are starting to percolate. Things are percolating.
What we think.
You're a believer. You're a believer in where there's smoke, there's fire.
No doubt about it.
You got to make foul shots down the stretch, and you don't want to turn it over.
So Kuminga's not finishing any games?
I don't think so.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, maybe a game here, game there. I'm more worried about Chris Paul now that I'm here. See, can I
express yourself?
This is really hard for
NWA.
me. I'm gonna make a comparison, but people are gonna say, "Oh, now you're saying he's Sprewell." No, I'm not saying that.
My favorite Warrior outside of Steph.
So the year before, the off season before Sprewell got together with Carlesimo and ended up choking him in December. That off season, there were like these rumblings. Peter Vesey had something in a story way back in the day about Spree wasn't feeling Carlesimo. And then there was like another story that said like Sprewell knows they hired PJ to kind of clamp down on Sprewell and make the Warriors more disciplined. And it was kind of just out there. And sure enough, when training camp started, like Sprewell wasn't talking to the media. And I was like, why aren't you talking to the media? He goes, there's a lot of stuff out there. I'm just playing ball this year. Everybody's getting into it.
He said that to you?
I'm just playing ball this year. But the reality is there was something going on. There was something going on with Sprewell and Carlesimo, and it eventually surfaced in December. They couldn't stand each other. I think there's something going on with Chris Paul and him either not wanting to be, something's not right.
There's no the fit is not right.
Too many people, and I thought he would be a fit here, but that was thinking he might want to come off the bench. There's too many people saying it doesn't seem like he wants to come off the bench. That it's true. Like they're not making it up. Here's Tim MacMahon of the Hoop Collective.
Like, I'm not concerned about hard feelings from competing in the past. My concern is if CP3's thing is, I'm a starter, I'm only a starter, I'm too much of a legend to come off the bench, break up that starting five that's been so successful and figure it out. Listen, if that's the case, Draymond's got every right to say, bull crap, like this, what gives you the right? You've never played in a Golden State uniform. We've won championships around here. Honestly, it is on Chris Paul to fit in with the Warriors. I don't understand why the Warriors need to move everything around to fit him in.
They traded for him.
He's not perennial All-NBA Chris Paul anymore. He's still a very good player. But it's time for him to transition into being a complimentary player. Bust out the CP Sixth Man of the Year campaign. Raymond Ritter.
R-double, where are the lies? And before you answer, this is where an athlete's pride.
No doubt.
And I'm going to trick you. I ain't trying to. And the fact that he's a gladiator, I get he don't want to come off the bench on this new team. I get that. You guys have ruined what I had now, whatever, the history. I get that. But if this is going to manifest to where he gets his way, I don't think the culture will, to me, have taken another hit.
I actually believe if he's not crazy about coming off the bench, it's a problem either way. Whether they decide to start him or they decide to bring him off the bench, neither's going to work.
And there's old Jonathan Kuminga talking to his friends and mom and dad. I might not be finishing games. But why, son?
I think there is a comparison to be made between Damian Lillard and Chris Paul. The fact that Damian Lillard said a couple days ago that he would rather never win a championship than go to Golden State.
I think
and
some of that was
one.
towards Chris. I just sprinkled.
So why would Chris Paul be any different?
No, man.
Why would Chris Paul be any different?
Well, because he's here.
Right. Now he could have caused a stink on day one. He might not want to be here,
and then it would have never. You got to this point. Now you're closer to the wedding popping off. If it hadn't popped off already, because you're practicing with your teammate Dre. Dude, this man.
The fact that he's practicing with Draymond Green doesn't move the needle.
Well, aren't you
going
to talk?
Yeah, and Draymond probably is like, Chris Paul's probably like, I didn't even know, I never saw this coming. And Draymond's like, they never ran it by us three.
Oh, man.
I think the one thing, can we acknowledge, are we ready to say, and I'll ask Warrior fans this, that Don Levy and Lacob, maybe they made that move without a lot of consultation.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay.
And you coach and let us know.